What is going on, everybody? Uh, Chappies, Ian, Madi, Midnight, Eduardo, Jumbo, Crypto Chemist, Burnett, Serendipity, Caesar, Viva. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Hulk, Christian, Jen Jones. I see we had the dislike before we even started. Yeah, someone's got their notifications on. That's what's up. Ski Boy, Chris B. What's up? Haven't seen you in a minute, Ski Boy. Where you been at? Oh, yo, what's up? Greg Chavez. Bitbeard, what's up, man? I want to give this like the full screen experience. I don't know what's going on here. There we go. Gustavo, how's it going? Ian, I got a new job. I feel like I've been missing a lot, trying to get a schedule set so I can get back there to learn more from the man. Bitcoin bad. Where are you working at, bro? JJ, what's up, man? Ian, where's your new job at? Took some time away from trading. Yeah, that's good. It's always good to take like, you know, a little mental capital refresher, you know. Any what's up? Hello. Can I take a look at Walmart in the next 45 days and Nike for a scalp today? Heck yeah, we could definitely look at some stocks, but I'm always down to look at some stocks. Patrick, good morning. Yeah, JWell, good morning. So I'd love to hear how you stayed in that trade overnight. Just wondering on why you took that setup and went for a long run. Which one are you talking about, Crypto Chemist? Are you talking about this trade right here? Or are you talking about the one from last night? Munners, Gatsky. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hopefully C130 will be joining us soon. You know, he's scheduled to be at work at 6:30. We start a little bit early. You know, you guys just were getting me pumped up in the chat, so I was like, fuck it, let's get it. Right? Plus we were getting this little run. And this is what we were talking about, find me an alt that has popped. You're talking about my favorite alt. Bang energy. We need to spam. I posted up because I entered there as well. Okay, nice. Let me see. You're talking about the entry from last night, right? Right here when we got in like around it was like 34.9, was it? No, the intro was here. It was this one, the I period. Picking up shifts at Kava bar. Nice. You have taken a short position at 35.9. Should I be closing the trade? Yeah, I would have cut that one, but I cut the trade in profit short and was like, why did he stay in the trade today when I bailed? My favorite flavor of Bang is the Star Blast one. And then my second favorite is probably that Sourheads one, or there is the 900. This one. Yeah. My second favorite one is probably or my third favorite one, I mean, is probably that one. It's like, I don't know if it's just limited edition for like on base, but whenever I go to the Air Force base around me, that's where they always have it. They never have it at the gas station at my house or by my house. So right, let's talk about the trade. Ugh, Miami Cola Bowl, that one's nasty, Greg. Come on. You put your love at 21 because that's legal age in Vegas. There you go. So we have this, this kind of like this top of structure here, and then we have, the point of control down here. So when we popped here, right, or when we popped here, this was kind of our level, right, that we drew out yesterday, and then we had our resistance levels up above, and that's, this is kind of what I was looking for this setup. So when we popped, we came back, but we barely cracked the VWAP. I think we got C130 in the house.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Nice. What's up, bro?
What's good? Not much, man. Not much. Just chilling. Trying to see that morning analysis, I'm just trying to see how everyone's doing and stuff,
Long and short, Josh Brunson. Good morning. And so basically, we had that nice rip on the open, and we pulled back right down to the structure, right? Bounced off the structure, held, and then started running up. And this is and we're still running, and this is what I was talking about with you guys in the chat a few moments ago, right? When we were breaking these tops, I was saying if we can get above this level yesterday, this 35.5 on stream, this is the level I was talking about yesterday. If we can get above this level, this is where we can really move because we're super thin, right? If we remember, this is what we are moving pretty decent now, which is nice.
Crypto Chemist, what's up, man? He said, hey bros.
And so you remember, these are the levels we drew last night on stream. And so we wanted to put a level here, and then this is what I was talking about. Remember when we zoomed out, when I collapsed everything? So we got rid of the expanded text. We took off our bars. Oops. And then everything disappeared. Okay. Here, let me load. Oh, this one works. Oh, and so this is the thin spot that I was talking about. So we have this consolidation point right here, right? This like basically a value area, balance zone. And the balance zone high was this pretty much where price is at right now. But 35.5 right here was pretty much like where it held above. So that's why I was saying if we get above this 35.5, we can really move. And if you look up, there's nothing in here, right? There's nothing in here until this 36.9 level really. And that's where we start to get into those single prints. And that's why I was saying that's where my target is going to be, is to be these single prints if we get above, just because it's so thin. This price has not really been traded very much, and it wasn't really respected. It just liquidated through. So I imagine that it has a possibility to do the same back on the way up, back into this upper balance zone, which is about I would say probably like right here, like this 37.584 to 37.875.
That's a crazy move. I just seen it.
Well, we talked about it last night on stream, if you remember.
No, yeah. I just didn't I'm just seeing it play out. It's just like, man, that's insane. I remember we were talking about it yesterday, right before I went to bed. Yeah. Just like seeing it now, it's just like, whoa, dude, that's a heck of a move.
It's just it's just market structure.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Exactly. And then the US Open, probably So you see some profit taking right here, but we don't know really how much. Just Blaze on Twitch. What's up, bro?
Oh, he's on the Twitch. That's lit.
Yo, Blaze, you gotta get with Z, or formerly Doinked, and get that we gotta get that song going so we can get an intro. Community intro would be so dope. Bitbeard with the 420. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Where is
WSC, good morning. He said, yeah, I recall, but like looking back for ages trying to see where to draw mines, couldn't guess a good take profit, and resistance though would pump, but not this much. Find a pre-alt pump. Yeah, my boy XRP went on a little rager last night. Just stayed up all night.
Did it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Bearish Bull, what's up? C130, you always got a cold.
Oh, me? No, it's just the mornings, man. Who said that? Oh, yeah. No, it's just the morning, man. It's the morning chemist. It's just, I don't know what it is. Just got me like that.
Morning. You didn't get a notification, Clockwatcher? Let me post it in the Discord. Or can you post it in the Discord and tag everybody?
Yeah. That's what I was gonna do in the background while you do your thing, man.
Perfect.
I actually have the link copied right now. I'm just gonna paste it.
Yeah, that's weird that it's not tagging everybody.
Wrong link.
Yeah, because it should be grabbing everybody.
Yeah, I should just be telling people. People have been having issues. It's just like YouTube. It's just being weird.
C130 knows always snorting in the morning and dropping nothing. Sus.
What is it? Let me see.
Big bump, yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. Hey, man. I got the sniffles for a reason, man. I gotta wake up in the mornings. Do what you got to do. That must suck for your breathing while you sleep. No, I don't notice it, but I mean, I got told when I was in the military that I have like mild like sleep apnea or something like that. But I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I've never really noticed it. Just mean they just now knew that I had it like, I don't know, 4 months ago, but it's like not really too big of a deal. It's probably my fucked up nose. That's why.
When we look at ETH, Graham tagged me in something on Discord that I'll go over. He said A seems to be forming a tight structure right on the tip of another structure.
Clockwatcher.
Oh yeah, so he posted it like right down here. Did you I don't know if you're in the chat now. Graham, did you jump in on this? Aaron, good morning. T-Lev, good morning. C130 has the real Miami Cola.
You already know it, man. That's like I said, bro.
We're talking about the Miami Cola Bang. It's disgusting. I don't like it.
Oh, I'm drinking the oh dude, I just spilled a little bit. I'm drinking the Rain, the Inferno True Blue. It's probably gonna kill me because it's like a thermogenic one. My wife bought me this. Those thermogenic ones are kind of ass though, I'm not gonna lie, man.
Someone was asking if we could look at Walmart. Oh, what the fuck just happened?
Oh, nice. It's probably because people have been hearing rumors about them and Bitcoin. There's like some rumor going on that they're thinking about buying it.
With Walmart?
Yeah. People were hyped up for the last quarter's statements to say that they bought Bitcoin because it was just some rumor going around that they apparently did, but they didn't because they didn't release it in the statements.
WP, buenos dias.
Where you from, bro? LUP. I see LUP all the time. Mad shout out LUP. Stay heavy with the contributions, my man. I respect that. Thank you.
Yo, Progressive, what's up, man? Walmart released their quarterly report and nothing was in there, yeah. And so
Yeah.
a lot of times, like, these companies are announcing things, right? And what happens is what the fuck is what happens is they're doing these things strategically, right? And they're saying like, oh, we're thinking about investing in Bitcoin, and people are like, oh, if they do that, that's going to drive their earnings up, and so people are going to buy their shares, right? And so what happens is people will start flooding into their shares, and they can get a little bit lower of a float and drive price up, and that makes them sell. Progressive made a killing on XRP. Don't tell Crypto Chemist. Where's my workspace at? My Ninja Trader is being a pain in the ass right now.
Is it? It's probably because you're streaming. Because isn't Ninja Trader?
Well, no, I accidentally clicked on a different workspace. Oh, I'll see.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what's happening. There we go.
Oh, I slept on the ground yesterday. I slept like on the floor for a little bit. Dude, my back feels like a charm.
Look at this. We're catching this nice pump on ETH. Where's Bitcoin?
ETH, yeah, ETH is at 2.2. That's not too bad.
Yeah, it's trying to get back up.
Trying
Let's
to
see
get
if,
it.
Bitcoin's gonna catch up.
There's like a lot of talk about like the deflationary nature. Oh, I didn't know that. So apparently like Ethereum is going to complete proof of stake, which is like just having no miners, either towards the end of 2021 or the beginning of 2022. And that's gonna be nice because the only people who are ever going to be able to make new Ethereum are going to be the people who have the minimum 32 that staked it that get paid back in Ethereum. It's going to be big. I kind of want to see what effect that has on the structure of the price and stuff like that. Tokenomics and shit.
Tokenomics?
That's just like a word they use like for like the valuation of like coins and stuff versus each other. Like how much supply exists like versus the entire market cap and circulating supply, like all those things. And like when they start burning some of it, kind of want to see how like it reacts. You know what I mean? Because like nobody uses the Ethereum network just because it's so expensive to send shit. It's just like why use it? Yeah. And when they start like when they lower the transaction fees like by a fuck ton because they won't have miners anymore, I'm kind of interested to see like how many people are going to use it. Like how much of Ethereum is going to be burnt monthly based on that utilization. Because if the Ethereum network starts opening, they start transacting, it's going to be nice. Because I mean, almost every alt's built on the ETH network. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It's insane. It's like you said, it's like Amazon stock, bro, in like the 2000s, kind of like a tech stock.
Well, that's kind of what my thing is like some of these stocks are going to start kind of having a journey of their own, and they're not just going to follow around Bitcoin forever, especially as the adoption curve starts to come around. So
exactly,
it's exciting. It's exciting to see stuff like that. As it trades forward. The U.S. market's ripping up too. Oh, the ETH fees are low right now.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, when we were talking on the phone, I was looking at them. They're like $1.50. I was shook. There's people out there, bro, that like. So what do you like? What do you think about this? There's people out there that say this time is different, and there's people out there that get mad when people say, "Oh, this time is different." But like in the crypto space, more particularly, like it is different. Like do you feel the same way? Because Bitcoin and Ethereum never really traded like this in the past. Like the institutions coming in and like there's been a lot of adoption recently. not like a whole lot, you know, but like, you know, some steps forward and stuff as to how this bull run's going for crypto.
I mean, it just seems, I mean, to me it seems like I said, it feels like you're playing dodgeball and you're Billy Madison in, you know, but you're playing against the first grade, right?
Yeah.
And that's because, you know, we know market structure, and most people trading crypto right now don't know market structure, except for, you know, like you said, we have these market makers coming over, and you know, they're starting to use market structure against all these momentum traders that crypto's used to using, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And so what happens is stuff like this is what we were kind of talking about last night on the stream. You know, we have this downward push, and you know, people get short in here because they're using like a 5-minute chart or a 15-minute chart, you know, or a 24-minute chart, like anything like this, like, you know, but not understanding the structure, the structured nature of how this is traded, right? It bounces here, and they're expecting just a small bounce and a retrace, but the bounce is here, right? And so what's happening is these market makers are basically, you know, if this is just like a little pencil, they're basically just, you know, signing the bankruptcy statement for most retail traders in crypto. And I think that's why they're coming to crypto so much, because they're having such an easy time pushing around the market. And also, you know, there's a huge lack of regulation, you know, like
that's a big part. Yeah.
You know, there's no rules, no 24-second, it's best fools. You know, and that's a, you know, that's a key reason. You know, I've traded crypto lately, you know, not more than the futures market, but almost just as much. And it's like, you know, been fairly, you know, fairly profitable, because it's just trading straight structure.
Exactly. So like, coming from like heavy tradition investment, like, do you definitely notice the difference in how crypto, particularly Bitcoin, how it trades? Like, can you notice it that it's a little bit different? Just like, you know, with having retail investors that kind of like don't know what they're doing, and having, you know, these businesses coming in and start trading it like this, you know, or are these firms and stuff come in and trade it. Like, you can see how, like, when it rips and stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just because most people are not understanding this structure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're not used to what's going on. They're used to this momentum. And so, like, even like right here, right? So let's let me zoom this out a little bit. You know, most traders, like I say, they're trading, you know, this momentum trade, right? And so what's happening is they're on this upward momentum, right? And then there's a pullback, but the pullback is to where? It's to the top of structure. So these people that were in this long trade get stopped out right here, not realizing that this right here was a perfect entry this morning that I was talking about. If you missed the initial jump, so this thing, there's single prints right here, right? As we're coming up, there's single prints. This thing comes down, fills the singles just barely, and gets back, you know, to the top of market structure, barely to the top of market structure, and then turns right back around, right? This bar was red for a good amount of time. This bar opens here, right, and then goes red, and then stops right after it fills these single prints, right? So this is where, you know, this is a high risk reward trade, right? Because you can enter here, you know, somewhere down here, and your stop just goes right below the bar, because that's where you know you're wrong, right? And then it just rips up, and then after it tears off these stops, and like I said, once we get past, you know, this 35.5 level, 35.642 level, you know, that's where we start, you know, really getting into some thin volume and getting after it. Your 8-year-old is talking crypto. Yeah, that's how you know it's everywhere.
Exactly. That's why I wanted to ask you, because I mean, you know, you you've traded traditional investments for for a good amount of time, and I kind of wanted to see like how the cryptocurrency space felt, if that makes any sense, compared, because I mean, essentially price action is price action, but when it comes to psychology and stuff, looking at the nature in which the bars form and how they react to certain events. You talk about all the time, like it's just people in the crypto space, and I see it all the time. That, in the beginning, it's the same thing, but for some reason, it's like a lack of education, which kind of gets to me. It really does. It's lack of education on the crypto side. I'm kind of glad that we came together and we're tackling this issue.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just that's really what it is, and it's not just the crypto space. This is happening in the market all over.
Yeah.
You see a lot of people posting these huge profits with AMC, but there's a lot of people losing a lot of money. A lot of retail traders as well. I mean, not just the rich people. A lot of retail traders are losing a lot of money. They're just not posting it because people don't like to see. They don't like to post their losses. Naturally. Because that's not sexy. No one wants to see a loss. Oh, hang on, guys.
It just sucks too, because sometimes, like, if you were to see those losses, it would so invalidate those gains. It's like, what did you do to get there? What did you go through to hit that one big move? That lottery ticket.
Right. And that's the thing. It's like, it wasn't easy, but I did well. Many trades. Your advice is gold. Thank you so much. I'm gonna try to make extra. Okay, I just don't want to be quarantined. Yeah, hopefully by October, Crypto Chemist, that shit is over. At least like the quarantine shit. And you guys in Australia have strict rules. I'm in California, which is like the strictest state, pretty much. The dumbest laws in the United States. I'm
gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back, Brett. Sorry.
All right, but we are we were finally off, so. Yeah, WSC, I'm glad, man. You have learned more in the past month than you have in a year of trading. Yeah, I'm glad I could help. And that's the thing, is like, when I first got on the stream, is like that was kind of the goals, because you guys were kind of I mean, I don't want to call it shit information, because like there is there is times that momentum indicators work, obviously, right? Especially when stuff are going up. The thing about using a momentum indicator when price is going down, it's tough, because typically, price will fall faster than it goes up, right? And Hawaii might be worse. Might be worse with the COVID rules. Yeah, but I'm just talking about laws in general.
Dude, you know that, like, I just got back, so I might be a little off topic, but do you know that, like, over here they have this thing where if they say if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear your mask and stuff, but like they don't know if you're vaccinated or not. I'm like, what the heck?
Oh yeah, people are just like,
it's like, what?
Yeah, they're like, yeah, I'm vaccinated. That's the same way in Cali.
People be abusing that HIPAA.
But like, some momentum, or like typically stuff will fall faster than it will go up, right? Normally it's like a struggle to go up. But it goes fast to go down. And so when you're using momentum indicators, typically when it goes down, it gives you that signal a little bit late. And this is what retail traders, this is what they happen. Progressive Martian, I already got the vaccine, bro. Both doses too. Have to. Healthcare worker. Yeah, Cali laws are ridiculous. Yeah. If you just want a fake vaccine, call Crypto Chemist. He'll give you a red pill injection.
Yeah, that's the fastest administered way.
But so what happens is, we have this momentum pushing down, and institutional money knows that, and this is basically they're giving you, they're linked up with that Crypto Chemist, and they're giving you that shot in the arm right here, right? And you're all pumped up because you think that we're gonna go down because everything's down. You get your red dot, or your blood diamond or whatever, right?
Yellow X, dude, the yellow X.
Obviously, I can color in the lines really well. Get that yellow X of manipulation. And then what happens is, they know that this is happening. and so they see all the FOMO, right, which is what happened down here. They see all the people trying to short, and they're like, sure, I'll buy, and that's it. Eric Smith with the 5. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Hell yeah, man. We appreciate the love, brother. We appreciate the love. That meme is so funny, man. That's the funniest meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst, man. It's the worst when you're looking like at an indicator and legitimately trying to trade it and utilize it and wanting to learn until reality settles and you realize it's all lagging and it's all very highly inaccurate in relation to market conditions and structure. It kind of just it just sucks seeing that because you have to relearn everything, but it really never really helped out in the first place having learned all that anyways.
Well, the thing is momentum indicators to the upside work pretty decently. They are lagging, but they'll at least they're not gonna kind of lead you into the lion's den.
Yeah, exactly.
But on the downside, they're tough to follow. I got the Pfizer one, I think. And my wife got the Moderna. But like both of us are healthcare workers, so we have to get it. Yeah, I didn't really have any adverse reactions. So like after the second dose, I kind of felt like shit the next day. I kind of felt like a bit hungover, but I drink a ton of water. So I just felt like a little bit hungover. But I mean, for any vaccine, it's supposed to be a good indication if your body's reacting to it, because that means that it's supposed to be building antibodies and stuff.
Oh, that's the autoimmune response.
Experienced forex traders are killing it because of the new wave of inexperienced retailers in the space. Yeah, and that's been beneficial for a lot of and not just in the forex, it's in everywhere, right? That's why when the COVID happened, it was so good for the stock market because one, everyone was kind of FOMOing into the market because that's all you would see on YouTube is people's $1 million days. And second, they're taking all this free money that they're getting from the government and tossing it in, and experienced traders are just like, oh, thanks for the free money. Can you explain why price shot up around 36,000 price zone? We had a value area market structure that should have acted as a resistance around 36. Where do you see the market structure? Oh, you're talking about like back here? So this is, this is like the top of this balance zone, and this is why I was saying like I thought that we could we could really move, because you see this balance zone, over here, and you basically have like all these stops lined up, and this is why I like stuff like this, is because you get all these stops lined up, and that's just extra fuel to the upside. So once we got, this is why we had these zones marked, this 35.8, 35.7, and 35.6, because this is where the congestion was at, where like the value was actually put in right here. And I really liked it above 35.5 because then we get into this zone, we start to rip up. And so the reason Gia Jawa that we popped up is because all of these people that were short in this area, right, that were shorting from up here, which was us, but we just trade intraday. We're not holding on to these things forever. All these people that built a huge short position that were still in their trade, this was their line in the sand, right? They've taken profit on the way down, and now they've decided, okay, get out what I've got left for a little bit of more profit, right? And that's why. And so we liquidated up, right? this next area, right? This is gonna be our next spot. If we get above this, we could catch a nice little run up to the 729. It's got a pretty good distance to go, but there is a lot of stops sitting at these levels as we trade up.
Nice. Someone said on the Twitch, Brad, you have WSC. He says, thank you for everything you are doing. I have learned more in the past month than I have in the past year of trading. Wow. That's
awesome.
WSC on Twitch. Hell yeah, man. Glad you're enjoying the content, man.
Vaccines do not and have never worked. We have had the flu vax for 79 years. Still have the vax. Yeah, let's not get into that, Progressive Martian.
Trust me, me and you could probably agree on certain things with that, but when it comes to the medical professional here, a lot of those topics like that, they're very
let's just
very hard. It's very hard to talk about.
Right.
It's hard to talk about stuff like that, guys.
There's I tend to like to play the devil's advocate because it's fun and that's how you draw conversation out of people, right? And so like I love to get into it with religious people and then also atheists, because everything is built off of a belief, right? You're not doing any of this research yourself. You're just accepting the research off of somebody else, and so it's like people say the world is 65 billion years old. Other people say it's 4,000 years old, and the definition, one is because of the Bible, the other is because of carbon dating. But no one that ever really talks about it has ever done any of the research or really read all of the research themselves. They're just reading certain things, and then they
they promote their own bias and shit,
and then they just push their own agenda. And so I like to play the devil's advocate. And so like I had a Jehovah's Witness guy come to my door, knocked on the door, and I answered the door. I had no shirt on because we were in the pool, and I'm little bodysuit of tattoos, and so first of all, it gave me that look of sin, right? He's just like, oh shit, this guy's a sinner for sure, right? And my wife is Irish Catholic, like went to Catholic school, like she's Catholic as fuck, so I know how like the church and stuff goes, and then he starts talking to me about the Bible, and I've read the Bible a couple of times, right? I like to read stuff because I like to understand it. And so I started asking about like the world and how it's old and all this shit. And I was like, so how come you can't believe in the Big Bang? And he's like, well, it gives me this reason. I'm like, well, if God is so powerful, then how come the Big Bang can't just be him snapping his fingers? And one side just believes that it was this way and the other people believe it was God, but it's the same story. Like if you look at science and you look at the Bible right next to each other, same shit, right? Same shit, different perspective. That's all it is. So I like to get into it with people because I love to have like interesting conversations with people like that, but not on here. We'll do the trading thing on here, but it is it is fun to do stuff like that, for me at least.
I think when you like play devil's advocate with me on certain things, I think it's good because it tests my knowledge, and I think that's how everyone should be. They should be willing to have their knowledge tested. You should be concrete with what you're talking about as a as a person, stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, but it's crazy. It's crazy how, like I said earlier, like how we were talking about this, man, like that, the price just ripped up way harder than I expected it to,
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's wild.
I was kind of expecting this though. This is what I was talking about last night, is like, I got to refresh, right? This VWAP, they need to fix it. Somebody said on Twitch, did you look at Go Charting yesterday? It looks like it could be a great alternative to EXO. Trading on the chart alone would be huge help for newer people. I know I've missed trades and take profits with switching back and forth between charting, trading. Yeah, I am kind of looking at Go Charting. I'm I'm just so familiar with this, and so until I get like really familiar with how it's working, um, you know, it is I'll just stay with EXO for now. And then I've already set up the Bootcamp stuff, you know, with EXO. So probably just stay with EXO, and then, you know, as we evolve as a community, you know, we can use both.
Oh yeah, got them.
Someone
We got the community tool belt being built up, guys. Oh, my bad.
Someone was saying that they bought Ninja Trader. Where is it at? I think it was Chum Waffle said he bought Ninja Trader last night. Looking forward to the boot camp to help get proficient with it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Chum, are you planning on trading like futures and options and stuff? Oh, that reminds me. Someone wanted to look at Walmart. Let me open up the Walmart chart.
You know how they say Walmart in Puerto Rico?
Walmart.
Goldman.
Some stupid ass way, I'm sure.
Yeah, it is, bro. I'm Goldman. I'm like, what the heck?
You guys say banana weird too.
Yeah, guineo. It does have. It's not even like a real word, bro. It's like not even like a word I have ever heard of remotely in any other language. It's like its own made up thing, like guineo. You know, I know. I think in Mexico they call it banana or something like that.
Yeah.
It's just like what it is.
It threw me off the first time too when someone was like, "Oh, que lo que?" I'm like, "What?"
Oh yeah.
I'm like, "Que lo
It's like
que?"
that.
They're like, "Yeah, que lo que?" I'm like,
It's like doesn't even sound like someone's even saying what's up in Spanish at all. Like
no.
Even like the sentence structure of that is just jacked up. You know, it's not even proper. It's like not even how it's supposed to be said, but they say it everywhere over there.
Yeah, to me, it's kind of just like, you know.
Well, it's like it's literally, dude. Yeah, exactly. Like that's the crazy thing, dude. It's like, you know, when I talk to other people, because when I speak Spanish, I speak it very proper to other people. I don't try to like speak it how Puerto Ricans speak it. But like when I hear other Puerto Ricans speak Spanish and the way they speak it, you know, it just it just makes me wonder. It's like the entire language is really not even right, and so and people talk about it. I'm just like, dang, this is across the entire freaking place. It's like one of the very few languages that exists that's just is accepted as just the way it is, like all chopped up and skewed.
Well, it's like they're trying to be fancy, but they're fucking it up.
That's a facts, man. Caribbean, for some reason, I don't know why, but the Caribbean like culture, the way their Spanish is like entirely different than like every other place.
Oh yeah, Matt Flint, we could definitely use some help for that.
I do want to visit Brazil though, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Jeffrey Ackerman, how does he do it? I wonder what you mean. EXO is the move, in my opinion. Yeah, we're gonna stay with EXO for now. Just like a kid, the best question is why. Yeah. I truly beliefs manifest reality. That's why nobody is incorrect in their own manner. Yeah, that's what, like, you know, me and one of my buddies, this guy Evan Sanchez, we always say like speak it into existence. You know, that's like a big thing.
Going too funny, man. It's like a try, bro.
It's like Ebonics for Spanish, Puerto Rican
yeah,
Spanish. That's what I say.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it really is, man.
It's almost like when you hear Puerto Ricans speak Spanish, you can understand, one, they're talking like fast as fuck, so you got to really pay attention, and then two, like it's kind of like Tagalog, right? Tagalog has you know, it has, I mean, it's a little bit of Spanish in there, but that's kind of what it sounds like. It's more, you know, mixed with like the Asian culture, but you know, it's kind of like a Spanish, just like sorcerers did the English language. Yeah.
The thing about Spanish too, and like in
why is this thing not loading, bro?
The thing about Spanish over there is that like if they actually talked Spanish like legitimately, like actually try to put the S's where the S's are, and like not speak fast, the Spanish, the foundation of it is built, you know, from like it's like everywhere else is built from the Spanish of Spain. But the thing is that, you know, there aren't any other countries like how it is in South America where, you know, like you can have so much like verbiage and usage of certain words. But like if like someone from Puerto Rico tried to talk like actual Spanish, dude, like legit, it sounds from Spain because of the way the language is structured. It's literally gotten like broken through time.
Well, and
just because of, yeah.
And like you know, Puerto Ricans try to like keep their Spanish like fancy, bro.
Yeah, man, because it's like one of the few places.
Gracias. Like,
yeah,
shut
it's one of the.
fuck up, okay?
it's part of the U.S., man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like that's just the way it is, dude. Like when you go over there, man, go to San Juan, bro. Oh, dude, you're gonna be like, what the heck? Like, you know, it's just like literally, it's just like, you know, people want to be different.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah,
it's like
people.
Well,
it's not even.
Or some shit.
It's not. Well, the thing about Puerto Rico, I came back. I went over there like I said like 7 times after I left it when I was 8 years old, and it's like it's okay, man. It's nothing different. Like it kind of throws me off when I go over there how poor the country is, and like they're part of the U.S. So like, you know, not really blaming it on the U.S. I'm blaming it on the Puerto Rican government because they're stealing money, bro. Like, you know what I mean, dude? Like you got the government corrupt, stealing money, man, and it just sucks seeing that. Because the people have been screwed since Katrina. They haven't had the relief, you know, because the governor was apparently like spending money on false things or some shit like that. You know, yeah, someone said earlier, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure YouTube loves hearing these conversations. It's just like it's just hard not to speak the truth, you know. It's just like so, at least for me and Brad 3am, you know, like we just straight up just say how it is. And like, you know,
that's what Doink is saying. Puerto Rico is a tax haven. That's why Puerto Rico is not a state.
Yeah, it is.
That's a fact. A lot of big businesses move their shit over there just to not keep it a state. Who was asking about Walmart earlier? Someone was asking about Walmart.
Oh, you got it locked and loaded? I kind of want to see it too.
This is Walmart right here. Someone was saying that they think that they're gonna pump up.
Oh, Walmart. Is there a reason why?
CFC30. Because of that report saying that they're gonna like come into Bitcoin, the Bitcoin space.
Oh yeah, dude, yeah, that would be insane, man. You know, it's just I really do wonder, like their purpose for like certain companies buying a certain amount of cryptocurrency. Like, you know, like if Walmart purchases X amount of Bitcoin, like I just wonder what are they gonna do with it? Like, are they holding it or are they just using it for certain, you know, like maybe a different method of transaction? I'm just curious, you know. It makes me wonder why would these institutions want to get in other than the you know, obviously the price, but like if it has any relation to the actual asset itself other than just holding it for the price. That's what I want to see.
It's just the value, and it's also, like I said, it's to build, you know, to build the air, like the space basically, to, you know, let their be like, oh, we're in the Bitcoin space, so, you know, invest in Walmart.
We're pop with it, guys. Yeah, exactly. Because that's why I remember
it's for people like people that, you know, people that don't want to invest straight in Bitcoin, right? Because they are unsure of it. They, you know, they invest in other companies like PayPal or Grayscale, or, you know, things like Tesla, like, you know, because they're in the crypto space, so they can get a little piece of that crypto pie without they feel like taking the risk, you know.
Yeah, it's like getting that exposure through like an intermediary.
So they can do Bitcoin giveaways just like BitBoy.
Walmart. They got somebody with a microphone, you know, standing in like the closed section. Line up, guys, line up. Like when you go through the PX, you ever went to the PX and you had like one of those people come in with like the ShamWow Tower or something? There's like hella people grouped up, looking at it and shit, and try to hit you with a giveaway. You're just like, hey, I'm good. I'm just trying to grab this real quick and go.
Oh yeah, Walmart is gonna guaranteed try to get into some crypto as payment, right? If they can like start accepting Dogecoin or something like that, they will.
Ooh, yeah, that would be crazy. The crazy thing about Doge too is just like it's a joke, but it has that network effect. So like people, like just everyone knows about it. Even my neighbor, man, before I moved out, my neighbor, he was talking to me and stuff about cryptocurrency, and he was like, hey, how does it work? And I told him to check out the YouTube, and man, he knows about Doge and Bitcoin, but he like doesn't know anything about like Ethereum and all these other coins. And it's just like, man, that kind of sucks. Because I feel like people should know about these other coins that exist, XRP, VeChain.
So if this is the Walmart chart, guys. If you guys are looking for these Walmart plays, right? Once we get up out of this this lower zone, you know, we can trade, you know, down into this balance zone here, or, you know, possibly up. Look how thin this is. This was just a liquidation day, obviously, and then, you know, you could probably trade it up to here. So if you could catch like a 35 half call right? Let it trade up to like 140 and then sell it there. So you get like a nice $2.50 nice $2.50 or maybe like up to like 40, 50. Nice $2.50 play or $2 play. That's Walmart. Half the people in Doge don't understand crypto. The other half are looking to rape them. Yeah, the 2 kids that started Doge got out. Yeah, and like I said, like there's a time and place for that. So like, you know, I owned a ton of Doge. I owned 100,000 Dogecoins at 0.002, and you know, made money off of it. But I'm not, you know, I don't own any Doge right now. You know, I got rid of it. Should have bought oil when it went below 0. You know, funny thing is, James and I did buy oil when it wasn't the day that it went below 0. It was the next day. Yeah, and we bought calls on one of the oil companies, and for 2023, so they're a bit expensive, but you know, the long play oil is not really going anywhere right now. So somebody was saying today, Ramon, they got banned from that server too.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that message?
Yeah. So guys, if you're in the CF server, I think it was Burn It.
Yeah. Or and let me see. Yeah, I'll let you know right now. Actually.
You know, they obviously have spies within our Discord, and so you know, for me, I don't want you guys to get kicked out of that server because you paid to get in it, I think.
Yeah, Blaze 88.
Oh, it was Blaze, yeah. You know, so if you know, just be careful what you post because there's people watching our Discord, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, it just sucks that you know, it's like there's just people out there that don't see eye to eye that choose to resort to things like that. But guys, like if you're in other Discords and stuff, it's okay to tell people that we exist. Just, you know, we don't want to see you guys get banned because, you know, if that Discord gives you value, you know, right? But if you don't, you know, if you're done with that Discord and you put it in there and they ban you, you know, and I mean, you still, you know, bring in some new members and stuff, and they, you know, they come over here and stuff like that, then just want to say I really appreciate that, you know. But at the same time, if it's like a Discord, you know, that you like and stuff.
They just banned him, Crypto Chemist. I guess they just banned him.
Yeah.
Said, who cares? Kick me out. I mean, isn't they just?
Yeah, I've never really honestly messed with other people's Discord since we created our you know, that's the thing, guys. Like, you know, really there was the question is like, how many Discords out here are really providing value? And I started noticing that a lot of these weren't really providing much fundamental value for much. So, you know, had to get with Bitcoin Brad and you know, get the Citadel up and running with the trade alerts and all the other stuff, you know, and just showing people that this is how a Discord should be ran. You know, like it's all about community and giving very good value to its followers. You know, so I mean, if I'm banned, I really don't care that they got me out of that Discord. It's just like, you know, congratulations. Like, you know, are you really fixing anything? Are you really making a difference?
Yeah, Alex, I could, you know, I could teach you guys all about like plays like that. You know, like call options, covered calls, all that shit. I like to do all that shit. I'm sick of their ever-changing indicators in TA. Please don't add any more channels. Lots of channels. Yeah, we gotta clean it up. Might just combine it all into a few. Last
yeah, I have
week
a
you
few.
left all the other Discords. Yeah, I don't have a lot of Discords. It's just too much notifications, right? Your phone is just like non-stop.
Yeah, even right now while you're talking, my Discord's like beeping.
So Shep, yeah, these single prints from this Asia session are down here. You know, let's see if the US session tries to eat into them. And this is how we'll know if there's supply in the market, is if they you know, break down past this, right? So this is a key area to watch. If you're long and if you're long from down here and you've taken profit, obviously, this is a good area to watch to decide, okay, this is where I'm gonna take my final take profit. So you joined because of the Rick and Morty reference. Yeah, we got, as we started growing, we just had to kind of move away from that because we don't want to get shut down because of some copyright shit.
It was fun at first, it really was, and then we grew really fast, guys. I mean, it's only been like a month and a half, 2 months, and I had to look back at it, and I was like, you know what? I do love the references and I love expressing myself, but when things get too big, they kind of tend to try to shut them down because, well, somebody gets a little upset that you use something that, that they don't want you using. So I'm not going to let that stop us from allowing, you guys to reach the information that we're trying to give. And I really feel like you guys have, there's a lot of day ones in here, that's the thing, guys. There's a lot of you guys that have been here for a minute and you guys deserve to have all the content you guys want. And we don't want any friction between us and you. We want your guys' full undivided attention. And, it's Brad, he just wants to teach. That's it. He doesn't want any of the BS and any of the other legal stuff. He just wants to teach and just give you guys the market insights.
So you're looking to buy an August 6th put for a 155 strike on Nike. Let's take a peek. You guys keep an eye on those singles and update me in the Discord or in the chat. Where is the other chart at? Here's Walmart. Let's take a peek at Nike. Erase that. What's the premium that you're looking to get on there, Christian? 155. What account is this? I have to make sure it's my margin account. I love how you guys have evolved. Thanks. And then yeah, for the other channels, I don't have anything muted on our Discord because I like to check out everyone's stuff, and if someone tags me in something, I definitely want to try to respond to it. But yeah, if you don't like some of the channels or you don't give a shit about some of the channels, just mute them, right? Like if you don't give a shit about dogs and all the posts that Clockwatcher is posting, just mute it.
I love that Frenchie, man.
Yeah, my dad actually has 2 French bulldogs now. He has a pit bull and 2 French bulldogs. And,
dude, they act like kids.
Yeah, they're a little pain in the ass.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly.
So you're gonna get it for $435. I do like how you're posting at the money. Did you already buy it, Christian? Or you're looking to get filled at $435? Let's do this. Let's open a new tab. Let's go to Nike. Let's load we could just load a regular chart. Let's just do that. Do 30 minutes. Let's look at 90 days. Because so Nike had that huge rip up, right? See this huge gap? That was off of earnings play, right? They put out this huge earnings report where they, maybe that's not enough. Well, let's look at a daily chart actually. They had this huge gap. What are you looking at it? Okay. Yeah, they had this huge gap. Oh, so they're at all-time highs, it looks like. Is that the all-time high?
For Nike?
Yeah, I think it is. They had this huge rip up because of their earnings play. Yeah, that is their high. 155 was their high. So, a lot of people say that gaps always get filled, right? But you never know when. So, it does look like there is a gap right here to right here into this level. I think you would be maybe a little bit safer, kind of waiting for this to cool down a bit, right? Because there's still, we're still kind of on this tear, right? Look at this. Look at this gap. This is only showing regular trading hours, so we don't have any extra time. Speaking of extra time, Andy's, are you in here? What time is the game on today? Big game today, guys. Germany versus England. It's like World War II all over again.
They said the heat is on.
Yeah. Except for England doesn't call for American players for help this time.
Dude, I love the jokes, man.
When it comes to soccer, they don't need any help.
Dude, soccer, man?
Any good Americans that just go play outside of America.
Dude, I was never really a big soccer person until I got in the military. My buddy from California, all he talks about is soccer. I started looking into it. Dude, they do not play around. I did not know soccer games were that big and that serious. I really didn't.
Oh yeah, soccer out here is huge.
You know? Yeah, man. Like, it's crazy.
GMT. I have no idea what that means. I'm just kidding. I'll look it up.
This man.
Yeah, I mean, soccer's huge out here in California, bro. Yeah, Americans are dense, as the English would say. Yeah, so for that call, Christian, I think I would probably, I'd probably wait to see when it gets back down here to this 152, or that put. I mean that 152. Unless you're planning on just trading it back into this structure. The thing is, people will tell you when something's at an all-time high, like, oh, this level's resistance, this level's resistance, but there's no way to know that, right? There's no way to know what price is going to be accepted at if there's never been any volume there, right? It's just, they're just, they're busting out their their fancy Fibonacci, right? And just, drawing the level. I could change it to white so you guys can see it. That's all they're doing, and they're like, oh, this is resistance because it's the golden pocket and blah blah blah, right? There's no way to know that for sure. The only thing that they can know is where price has been, and price has been down here, and price put in value in this area here, right? So as price gets back down, it might get support right here. So if you were to try to fade it, but the thing is about fading an all-time high, it's like one of the most dangerous things that you can do, right? And this is what market makers count on. They count on retail traders trying to fade tops, right? Because obviously Nike's in an uptrend, right? It's at all-time highs, so obviously it's an uptrend. So they count on retail traders fading tops and taking that premium and just pushing it up. In the options game, the people that make money are the people that sell premium. So the people that are selling you that put for $5, right? And $5 is $500 in case you guys didn't know. So they're selling you that put for $5, and that's how they're making money. I would wait, wait to see it. Wait to see some downward momentum. I think a good put is when price gets back down to here, right? If you see some nice rotations and it starts to get down, look for that gap fill, right? But you got to be careful because market makers are listening to that a lot. I listened to a market maker, LOL, at Fibs on YT. Oh, he LOL'd at Fibs. Yeah, exactly. Just a lot of people mess with me because I LOL at Fibs as well, and they're like, "Bro, Fibs are the truth," and I'm like, "LOL," So is fucking all of these other indicators that are the truth. The truth is really up to you. Just you believe it, and it's the truth. There's issues with that, because it can become a pathological issue, but that's a different conversation. Can I get my veteran tag in the Discord, Luis? Oh, yeah. I think he should have it, no?
He should. If you don't, Luis, I can add it for you. I can add it real quick. Airborne Warrior, right? She already knew. I already know you, Luis. You the man, bro.
It's not soccer. Stop calling it soccer.
Right? Hey, Brad, you want to hear some crazy stuff, dude?
That's it. It's like 0 o'clock. Go ahead.
We want to. Oh no, dude. So like, all right, when you were like, you're a medic, so like, you have like your computer to keep track of your medical stuff and whatnot, right? Like when you worked in an office, like not the one where you're even the one you're at right now, yeah, like people plug in their own mouses, right, for their computer, like the government computer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do you have like a gaming mouse or something, or like some people. My wife, she used her gaming mouse at work, just because it was a Spear one, and she got tired of the government issued one, and they went in on her and told her that it was contraband, that she can't have it there because of this and that. Just like, what? It's like some mouse. It's the same. It's not even. It's like, what I'm saying? It's like, what the heck?
Yeah, who knows? That's dumb.
Got me shook.
CryptoChemist, you should be the 24-hour trader. You should be like the 37-hour trader, because you basically are awake for like 37 hours, and then you sleep for about 18 minutes, and then jump back on. So
yeah, 18 minutes. That's so true, Crypto. You stay active with it though, man. It's good. It's good though.
The Twitch chat. I have the multi-stream Twitch chat on. I don't see anything from the Twitch chat. Oh, feels like a decent leaning curve. Boots. Is that what you're talking about?
Did you say a multi-pass, Brad?
Multi-pass.
My wife busted that out as soon as we got off stream today. You said that, she's like, "Look, babe," and it was a Fifth Element. It said multi-pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was dead.
Yeah, I watched it that day too. Feels like a decent learning curve. Are you talking about for options and stuff? It is. Everything has its learning curve. Fibs work because people use them.
Well, it's like one thing that Brad says, right, guys? Like, they can say price, you can say the value of something can go anywhere, but until you see price acceptance, until you see people legitimately trade that price and accept it for what it is, like you will never know. Like, no matter what indicator you have, it's just like, it's not even really trading at that point. It's kind of like common sense. Like, if something doesn't go somewhere and gets accepted in that area, everything is really just an estimation that it may or may not receive or put in the value in that area. You know what I mean? Just because it's happened before. That's a big thing too. Like, people in crypto, they like trading based off of previous events. Like, the things don't always play out. Market structure is always like on the spot. You're just there. You're just seeing it all unfold. It makes you feel like you're in a big firm office. You're looking at it, screaming. And your wife's probably looking at you all crazy. I'm talking from experience here. My bad.
No, Crypto Chemist is just talking shit about my XRP hodl.
Oh, he's still talking about it?
Yeah, he's not gonna.
Oh man. I kind of actually want to talk to him like on a call, because I like people who I like the fact that he's consistent with it. It lets me know that he has a firm belief as to why it shouldn't go up. And I kind of want to like not talk about it through text, like actually talk to him, like hear his voice. Cause some people have really good opinions on why certain things shouldn't be where they're at.
And then your clone takes over. Classic.
Classic. Wow, we got 24 viewers on Twitch. That's what's up. If you guys are on Twitch watching, thank you guys. That's awesome. That's like, I think, the most we've had. It's a lot.
So notice, guys, here we're not filling these singles, right? We have single prints down to here, and so this is telling us, shorting this is not a good idea, right? You don't want to even be considering a short until we fill single prints, right? I know everybody likes to short the top, but this is just how you get your head ripped off.
The sombrero.
This is a sombrero, bro. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That Chevy sombrero.
That's clean.
Right, and then you get that cartoon thing when it comes through here. It's just like boom, you get that head ripped off moment.
Instant.
Yeah, exactly. And so, if you're gonna look for a short, look for these single prints to fill, look for price to come back up, reject, and then trade back down. And where are you gonna trade back down to? You're gonna trade back down into structure, understanding that this structure down here is, might act as support. So if you get short up there and you have your structure down here, right? This is also your value area high. This is your value area high for the session, but this is your value area high for the daily volume. So this area should act as support on a pullback. And understand this is a fade trade because we are, in an uptrend. We came down to 30,000, and past like week or so we're up here. So
if you guys want to like,
yeah, I should.
like take a picture of it and print screen that. I think that was somebody that's supposed to print screen for us. We should have like an entire portfolio. I was gonna say, yeah, if you guys want to honestly get the most bang for your buck when it comes to like a lot of this stuff, like as far as knowledge goes, I highly recommend TPO Bootcamp first off, but second off, like what I do sometimes, guys, like I'll have like my paper trade, and like right now, right, I am seeing the price action unfold, so I'll take up a trade, have a bias, and then I'll just kind of like see what Brad says about it during the stream, just as like a double confirmation. That's something you guys could do, is like have a paper trading account, don't use real money, and kind of just like work on your narrative as he's working. And then when he gets to explaining the price, and the market conditions, it lets you see where you went wrong or what you could have done. That's just something that helps me out, it's like really seeing other people's opinions on what they see happening and stuff like that. And then just seeing it play out. That's the amazing part about trading, is that you get to see direct results based off of a certain a certain thesis or idea of what may or may not happen. That's the best part about it. It's the learning experience, even if it doesn't go your way. It's how you grow.
Yeah, long and short. He must have.
What do you think?
I haven't even heard from him this morning, so he must have had a sleepover. Hope he brought his overnight bag.
Oh, James.
Yeah.
Oh, he's night, bro. He is night.
He said my drawings are becoming some sort of mental illness. I'll have to be careful. Addictions are hard to remove.
Man, I got that baguette though, or what? Have you legitimately had a baguette, Brad?
He judged a baguette. We talked about this, bro. It's just bread.
Yeah, I know it's just bread, but you can't tell me that a baguette tastes the same as some bread, like a loaf of bread from Walmart. Like
I never had like a baguette from the source, like a fucking French baguette. I'm still waiting for midnight to come over to my house. That boat ride's taking forever. At least he's got internet on that boat.
Dude, that's rough.
Someone said, check out the command stations, C-130, check out the command battle stations on Discord. I put a pic.
I'm looking right now.
Where do you see single prints? It shows buying tail. Yeah, so this is the thing, guys. So let me go back to Bitcoin. So when you're looking at this, right, it shows the selling tail, right? But the thing is, well, it shows a buying tail right here. You got to understand that this is one 24-hour session. So this is the London session, right? And this is the US session. We have this gap right here that hasn't been filled from the London session. So like on my chart, if I pull it over, oh god damn it, what the fuck? Oh, I'm on the drawing. I'm like, what the hell's going on? So this is my Bitcoin chart. On my Bitcoin chart, it's 24 hours, right? Let me erase this shit. It's a 24-hour period. It's not broken down into oh, look at this, dude. This zone, we drew this zone together on like a week ago, right? And it worked out like a fucking charm. Like, we saw supply run out right here, and then we're just ripping up today. That was great. But you see how mine is in a 24-hour period. So if we go up here, if I expand this a bit, I could zoom in for you guys. We see that the B period for me on its B period, unlike its M period on the EXO charts, because mine's in a 24-hour period, right? And you can do that on EXO charts as well. You just go to your settings and go to session split, and then you just don't split any of the sessions, right? And then it will show you single prints. See, single prints. So it'll show them to you. And so this is just on a 24-hour session. I like looking at both just because ExoCharts shows me the each session, but I kind of just when I'm trading Bitcoin, I'm looking at 24-hour chart. I do like how XO breaks it up, because then I don't have to remember, when these other sessions are opening up, and I know when volume's going to come in, right? And so like the London session and the US section actually overlap, right? So the London stock market is still open for another 2 hours, I believe. So that's something to pay attention to at the end of that session. It is you're going to see a lot of people exit position. So if London's long all night, right, we might see a little bit pullback at the end of that US London session.
I didn't get to your question, B-Toots, on Twitch. He said C130 market profile is pretty new to you. How is your confidence with TPO? I started with you back in the market cipher days. Hell yeah, man. Thank you for being here since day one, man. Yeah, I mean, the thing about TPO is that it is relatively in a way new. But the thing is that it really is way different than anything else, because like my learning curve for it's not too bad, because my brain thinks like a puzzle. Like, you got to see like where all the pieces are and how they can fit. And that's really how TPO is. Like, it's really just a giant puzzle. So like, I highly recommend you guys, if you guys aren't, right, start taking notes on certain things, because with TPO, it's, you got to have every piece of the puzzle to make the full picture. And when you're missing a piece, right, you just don't start, jamming in like a piece that doesn't go there in that spot, right? You take your time, you sort through everything. And what does being impatient do, right? Being impatient, start shuffling stuff, maybe you might drop it. It just makes things difficult. TPO it just shows you to, it shows you how to build that puzzle, how to stay calm, how to understand where you're currently at as far as a position you may or may not be taking. And like, the learning curve for it is difficult if you apply heavy resistance to your learning process. Like if the indicators are doing it for you, and you're trying to trade TPO and you bust out that indicator again and you start, using it, like, try to stay away from that and just try to trade the price action and the market structure. And you're going to start noticing that every piece of the puzzle is coming through. And if you guys have questions, right, if you're missing that piece, ask Bitcoin Brad. Just put it on the chat. If I can get to it, I'll get to it. If Brad can get to it, he's already his own, he can get to it, always ask. That's never a bad thing. It's never really, honestly, is no such thing as a dumb question. Like if somebody tells you that there's such thing as a dumb question, then they're just a shitty instructor or a shitty teacher. Like, that's just the truth, because nobody should be penalized for asking questions. It's a very sensitive subject for people who are uncomfortable to step up and actually ask something. But yeah, no, it's good, man. Just pay attention and just listen to what Brad says. It's really simple. You just have to accept it. That's the hardest part. You can ask Brad, just have to accept it. Because for me, I had a hard time accepting this way of trading. Once I did, though, easy.
Yeah, it's like you gotta take the red pill and accept it. Yeah, Nick, I didn't look up how to change it between last night's stream and today's stream, but I'll probably look it up today. I got it written down to stream that 30 FPS and 1080p. Yeah,
don't you stream at 60?
Midnight, I think it's 60 FPS. Yeah.
Nice.
I think I have it on that 60 FPS because we played the game that day and I wanted it to be a little bit better.
Okay.
Yeah, Midnight. The US do put sugar in fucking everything, right? They even put, like, some people like down in the south of America, they put sugar in like spaghetti and shit. It's disgusting.
The heck? Sugar and spaghetti?
Yeah, it's a southern thing. They put sugar in spaghetti.
What the world?
I don't know, some animals.
That's savage. Oh, my dad texted me.
Let's see. A single print progressive is telling us that there's a lack of supply. So like, holy shit. Dude, this thing has a mind of its own sometimes, I swear to God. Just changes.
Yeah, no, for real. I was looking at it. I really thought I was going to retrace a little bit.
No, I'm talking about my pen, dude. My pen, like, all of a sudden like, jumps on the big thing.
Yeah, that thing was thick. No,
and so it's telling us there's a lack of supply. So as it comes down, it can't fill these single prints, right? That means that there isn't enough selling to push down through the singles, and that the retrace was possible. Kind of like I said, like if we don't fill these singles, then the long side is the right side, at least for now, right? And this is a fade trade anyway. So like I said, if you're shorting, from up here, someone was saying they shorted the 36, I think. Oh, they shorted like down here. That's rough. But if, like, let's say you shorted on A period, when A period closed, B period opened here, you shorted. Well, when it didn't close these singles, that's when you know I need to get the fuck out of the way. Because if we can't close the singles, there's no strong selling, and we've got this. I'm terrible at drawing today. This anvil, right? Is that how you say it? Anvil dropping. But there's Superman's over here and he's just catching it and kind of driving it up. So that's one thing that you want to get off. Like, so this is just a fade trade. So it comes up, you fade it back, and when you see it doesn't fill singles, click the X, right? Get out of the way, click the X. So much unnecessary sugar and everything. Yeah. And in my house we don't eat a lot of sugar because my son has diabetes. So we're pretty aware of the sugar because he can't really have sugar like that. So
does that kind of force you to see like how sugary certain products are? I can imagine.
Yeah, when he first got diagnosed, it just makes you feel like a giant piece of shit, like every time you eat, because you're like, everything he eats, we've got to like look it up and calculate it, right? Because he has to get the insulin, has to measure for the amount of carbohydrates and sugars that he's eating. And so, when you're like typing in this stuff to like look at his food, and you're like, damn, like I'm about to eat double this, and fucking, I'm worthless. Like,
oh man, I can imagine, bro.
So I've never in my life heard sugar and pasta, and I live in the South. One of my friends in the Army was from Georgia, and she was the one who told me about it. They put corn syrup and everything, like pasta sauce, but I don't know Southerners. Yeah, they were putting sugar, like white sugar,
like cane sugar and stuff,
on their fucking spaghetti. Yeah.
Nice, beautiful.
Like,
it does sound like it would taste.
If you like pasta, just don't fucking eat it.
Yeah, it does sound like it would taste different. I mean, something interesting to try, but like not maybe make a habit out of it. I've seen, if you YouTube like weird combinations, bro, they eat some like crazy stuff,
like lamb and tuna fish.
Oh, dude, yeah, like it's just like crazy.
That's Big Daddy.
Nice, man.
You go together like lamb and tuna fish.
Is that a movie? Hey, bro, because you know how I am with my movies, man. Like,
yeah, dude.
It'd be going right over my head, dude. Nah, I just don't watch movies like that,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start watching. Hella movies just for you, bro.
For the sugar and rice, like for breakfast. Yeah, I've heard of that too. Like people put sugar in your aunt puts sugar in beans, like brown sugar.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, like if you put brown sugar in like chili, right?
Ooh,
it's good. But yeah, people like grits, like people put sugar in grits. That's more of like a West Coast thing, I think. People put sugar in grits out here. But down in the South, like pepper, butter. There are some people that put sugar down there, I'm sure, but I think the sugar in the grits is like a West Coast thing. The thing about
the
thing about the West Coast, like people are pretty much like always outside. Well, at least in California, they're always like, you go places and you're like, what the fuck, everyone's skinny, and it's because they're all like they're like, exercise is life, and they walk like 10 miles a day or run or do all this shit.
Big health nuts.
No, I put sugar in grits. Yeah, that's how I eat it. I don't know how people put fucking pepper and butter in that shit. It tastes like ass. You have to put sugar on Rice Krispies. Yeah, Rice Krispies, Chex, right? You just gotta like, get that layer of sugar on the top, right? It gets like a little bit hard.
Yeah, they in Puerto Rico they have like sweet rice, like it's like a dessert. Like I forgot how you make it, but it's essentially sugary rice, and they cook it. Oh man, it's so good. Like rice is such a powerful food. You can do almost anything with it. Especially when a little bit of it gets stuck on the bottom of that pan while you're cooking it,
Oh yeah.
Then you got some snacks. Unless you like legitimately burn it, and you're kind of done. But you already know, bro. Don't matter how the top of the rice is. If you burn the bottom of it, and that smoke gets in the pot while it's cooking, the whole thing of rice is going to taste like freaking smoke.
All you can eat is a very American tradition. Yeah, it really is. Like when you travel and stuff, like you wonder why Americans are, you know, bigger than a lot of other people in other countries, and it's because you know, we eat like, you know, the proportions that you get, you're just like, and you're almost
Huge.
like, you're almost like dissatisfied sometimes, you know, you're almost like, this is it, like, hello, you know, I ordered a large, like, I need a liter of cola. Another movie reference. Can I have a liter of cola? Sorry, we don't have a liter of cola. Give me a goddamn liter of cola. Super Troopers.
Oh, I've seen Super Troopers a little bit. Yeah. That's the one that looks like, that's like the funny one with the aliens and stuff.
No.
Not what it is?
No.
You're lying.
I'm not.
Don't tell me that, because I just said that on stream, and I really do think that's what it is. It is. Let me see.
It's not.
I'm thinking about the different one. What's the one with where they go to space and stuff, and it's like all goofy?
Star Wars.
Which one? This man. I was like, huh? Excuse me, say again? Nah, it's that goofy one. My wife watches it. I'm gonna have to ask her.
Stop, filled.
Babe. I'm gonna have to ask her now, bro.
Nice. I just got a nice little short off the top of C. Super Troopers is comedy. Yeah, the second one was terrible. I'll call my best friend Farva. He's like, hey Farva, what's that place with all that funny shit on the wall? It's like, shenanigans? Guys, like, I have what I like to call photographic ears, right? A lot of people have photographic memory. I have like that, like, photographic ear syndrome. So like, if I hear something, I can just remember it. So like, when it comes to like movie quotes, or like, yeah, he's singing a Starship Troopers. He doesn't know his movies, guys. He hasn't even fucking seen The Matrix. You know, I don't know what's going on with him. So, you know, like, when I hear something, for some reason, I just, like, I can remember it. Like, I hear a song on the radio, boom, I just fucking know it now. I don't know what it is. Like,
I just asked my wife about, what's up? Sorry, my bad.
It's Starship Trooper.
Yeah. See, yeah, that's it, babe. Yeah, Starship Troopers. There we go. Had to, nah, bro. Had to get, you know, I said that confidently on stream, man. You know, gotta recover from that one. You know, said that in front of like over 100 people, man.
How fast you were going? Can I get a burger? It's for a cop.
You know, the expectations for how fast that food should be made in the States is crazy too. Like, somebody that actually takes their time cooking it, you get pissed.
Yeah, Alex, we can use that. We can use that scalp trading. The thing is, it's hard to use all of the channels. Typically, I just stay in that TPO trading channel, because we can kind of post everything in there. You know, it's tough to kind of man all the channels, but just like that TPO Bitcoin, those are the ones that I'm checking a lot. Magic Man, I'm not really seeing any entries right now. You know, we're kind of in this like upper consolidation. I would just wait. But yeah, it's tough to like, you know, get into that one. I know that the Crypto Chemist, he does a lot of scalps, right? And I've started you know, with that, you know, I made a Bybit account, and I've started doing some scalps on there. But the thing is, with the scalps, you got to go like, you know, pretty high level, so I don't recommend it if you're still learning. You know, like we said, Crypto Chemist, you know, he only sleeps, you know, 18 minutes every 37 hours. So,
man, that's a lot.
You know, he's got a lot of time on the screen. So, can I get 6? Oh, for you guys, yeah, definitely, yeah, jump in there. I mean, start the conversation. People will gravitate towards wherever the conversation's at, right? You know, we used to have a trader that used to be like super active in the TPO indicators thing, that ice cold dude, and then all of a sudden, like, he just left because he wasn't getting, you know, people weren't saying how good of a job he was doing. He was just really looking for credit. That's all he was doing. So it's kind of shitty.
That's like a big issue in a lot of other discords too. It's like people always just try to one up each other. It's like, that's not what this is about, you know.
You said the Twitch stream is about 30 seconds ahead, but also cuts out and glitches quite a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna adjust. I'll adjust the what's it called? The stream, so it's 30 FPS. That way we won't get any we won't get any glitching. I'll talk to you or myself. I'd like to learn how not to scalp. It's
I mean, once you learn that, then you'll be able to do it. You'll know what not to do.
ADR at all. We are close to ADR high on BTC. I don't use the ADR. No.
You know what?
Ice Cold lost his account on the Jason Casper group.
You're lying.
Ice Cold is known attention whore.
Oh man.
He got wrecked pretty bad using his indicators, and then like, you know, I thought he was taking the red pill, you know, and then he stuck his finger down his throat and fucking spat it up and then left the Discord. So
does kind of suck, man.
I mean, you know, like like I said, I wasn't like, the reason that we have that channel is that because I don't want to tell you guys if you're using indicators that you shouldn't be, and so if that's what you want to use, then that's what you should use. And this community is all inclusive. You know, we're not, you know, segregating anybody or like telling people that they're worthless because of the way that they trade. If you have a trading strategy that works, then use it, right? And share it. $10,000 hours, right? This Bitcoin just making indecision.
Oh yeah, for real.
Yeah, that ADR, you know, is I mean, it's just, you know, it's lagging, so it's just, I mean, it would be good like to use an ADR maybe for like if you have like an algo and you're using it for like a stop loss, so you use like your ADR, like the, you know, maybe like a 2x ADR or something like that. I think Jason Casper would teach TPO if he knew how to use it. Yeah, and maybe he'll sign up for the bootcamp. You know, he hit me up and said that he wanted to. I just don't know if he has yet. But
I think
the thing is like I said, like, I don't like, you know, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. The thing is, I don't want, you know, people with these huge communities trying to kind of take something from us because they see that it's working and thinking that they know how to use it, and then teaching it to a bunch of people. You know, it's like you know, it's like you started riding a motorcycle today, right? All right, Crispy, we'll see you later. It's like you started riding a motorcycle today, and then tomorrow you're gonna teach someone how to ride a motorcycle, right? Yeah, you know, you might be able to ride a motorcycle in a straight line, but when it comes to hitting turns at, you know, good speed, then it's different. I think Jason Casper wants you to take the bootcamp for free. Why would he want to take it for free? You know, he's got all this money, right? He makes all these amazing trades and gets all these things like the Bybit referral shit or however that works.
Oh yeah. There's, you know, so much. There's just so much you can get from those referrals. It's ridiculous. That's why honestly we don't even have that in this channel, you know, because like, you know, we don't really, you know.
The channel asked us to make one.
No, yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah. I was gonna say, like, that's why we really don't have it in the channel, but we put it on because we had like a lot of demand for it. So we created one just for you guys, you know. At least if you guys are gonna go through it, at least you guys can go through it with some real people that are gonna honestly, you know, stick with you, and they're not just here to, you know, have you click on that link. You know, it's gonna be in there, but it's not like every video is gonna be like, hey, make sure you hit that, you know, referral link if you want like free, you know, however much amount of Bitcoin, and you got to deposit so much to get that free Bitcoin too. Like, and it's not even free. Like, it's literally just money they give you. It's like when you go to a casino. Like when you go to a casino, you know, they're just giving you some money to go out there and, you know, throw it on the roulette table or something, get addicted, so that way you can go start using your own money. Like, that's not what we're about here, you know. But if you know, you guys here are very well educated, so we have no issue creating that referral link since you guys asked for it, because at least it's like you're donating, but you're not, like, you're supporting your community, and we're not driving you guys towards it. You guys want it, so that's what we want to build. It's just a community at the end of the day, guys. It really is, you know. We got the secret weapon, Bitcoin Brad, right? We're chilling. We're good, guys. We got the weapon. We got nukes and wars breaking out. Chilling.
Guys, I'm not a secret weapon. The secret weapon is just your brain, right? And all it is just a matter of time. It's just I have been on the charts longer than you guys, and as you guys start to really understand this, and as we go forward, especially once we get through the boot camp, where we can do like a hard deep down dive and not kind of just like the randomness of YouTube. You guys will start really getting it in. We'll just like hit you with that download, and then you guys will start seeing the matrix, right? You guys will start stopping bullets. It'll be like he's like, are you telling me I can dodge bullets? He's like, no, Neo, I'm telling you, when you get done you won't have to. Right?
Got him.
And that's kind of like my goal for all of you guys is to get to that point where you guys are able to kind of see that you guys are able to fight off the agents, right, the market makers, and get to that point. There is no spoon. That's exactly what a secret weapon would say.
Exactly, right? I'm telling you guys. Exactly.
The Oracle told me I'm not the one, so. I'm waiting for this fucking oil trade to go down, but it's not.
I'll copy this link. Oh, you're waiting for it? I'm gonna go ahead and post that link, guys. If you're new here, welcome. Check that link out, right? It's our community. Everyone in the chat can tell you guys it's a great place. And it's not a great place because it's a Discord that we created. It's a great place because of the people that are in it. It's a great place because of the community. If you are new, please consider checking it out. Just saying what's up, right? I promise you it's like a hub for traders that are trying to be open-minded about things. I've never really seen a Discord like that. I'm glad that it gets to be ours, that I get to see like that. So check it out, guys. Truly a great place filled with amazing people. And it's only a great place because of those amazing people. So please check that out. Also, I'm going to post the TPO Bootcamp, the website on here. Check that out as well. If you guys are looking for a good time, there's a schedule on there. You can see the dates. Go ahead and take that and bookmark it if you're interested. Seats are starting to get depleted pretty fast, so please check it out. So for July 26th, the last one, it's 32 available seats. So got to get them while they're hot, guys. A lot of stuff is going to be in that course or in that session.
The Banter Boys have the sniper. We have Brad, the heat-seeking missile. Someone said, who doesn't love the Matrix? Yeah, Alex said, who doesn't love the Matrix? I don't know. C-130's never seen it, so.
Hey, that doesn't mean that I don't like it or, don't appreciate its fundamentals and, the structure of how the movie was built, man. It's a mind-blowing movie. I just haven't, seen the whole thing, Jeez, maybe I read the book. No, I'm just playing.
Also, can't you basically do TPO on normal candles? You can, but you're not getting the same information. It's a little bit TPO just makes it easier to decipher. But like the other day, ExoCharts was down and we had to go old school, so we had to trade off the candlestick chart. It's not impossible, it's just a little bit more difficult. ARM short? No, I wouldn't short until we get below this level here. Where is my chart at?
Guys, always use a stop loss. Should be no reason why you should never have a stop loss. Always. Stop loss is the cost of doing business. Sometimes a market maker is going to want a good chunk of that, right? For just doing business, right? But as long as you're his friend and you're sitting there by his side, you'll be able to keep that entry fee. That's what I would honestly consider it as, is like an entry fee when you're going into a trade. It's like, am I able to pay for this to participate? you know. And if it goes wrong, then you pay the fee. If it doesn't, well, there you go. You make whatever you make plus your fee. That's how I would see it. Just like a mindset shift.
You said the sniper said put your stop loss between 35 and 36 and drew a big circle. For what? The animatrix? I've seen that. I was trying to learn exo charts.
You know, it's a crazy series, man. Have you seen Altered Carbon?
I have not.
Oh, dude, that one's crazy, bro. It's like humans become immortal. They have like a little chip. I'll just sum it up. It's like a little chip you put in the back of your head, makes you immortal. And then there's a group that believes that humans shouldn't be like that, and they have like strong moral beliefs about like life, and you shouldn't live forever. And yeah, exactly. Those dudes all get killed, and there's one of them left, and he just goes on a tear, man.
Sounds intense.
Yeah, no, it's pretty intense. It has yeah, it's Netflix. It has like those futuristic like cyberpunk kind of vibes, like, you know, like very serious / like, you know, they have a really good depiction too of what the future would look like. It's like kind of like, you know, it's advanced, but it's like dirty, a lot of drugs on the streets, people just partying. You know, that's exactly what would happen too if we ever got to that point. It's like, you know, once you get everything, once humans achieve the point where they have everything, you know.
Altered Carbon. Yeah, I gotta watch it.
Yeah, it's good, bro. Yeah, the thing.
Yeah.
The thing that got me the most is their beliefs. The guys who are trying to stop humans from continuing to be immortal, like they're seen as terrorists, but like their leader, bro, her beliefs, like I know it's just a show, but like their beliefs are legit. It's like, you know, that's like how it should be. People shouldn't live forever and just do what they want, because they call themselves this certain term. I forgot what it was, but it means God. And you know, there was like apparently some, like there's a star out there that's like the longest living star, and like the name of that star is like what they call themselves, because they just exist forever. It's crazy.
CF said stop losses are showing your hands to the market. They can't see your stop loss. Like you like that doesn't even make sense. You can't see, like, what the fuck? No.
He does say that. He does say that. Yeah.
No. Okay. I'm not gonna get into it, but that's just not, like, they can't. It's just not how. It's not how the orders work, guys. They can't. They can see a limit order. They can't. They have no way to know if it is a stop loss or if it is a actual entry order. There's no way to know.
You sound more and more surprised every day,
that's
man.
That's just fucking wrong. I just fucking hate when people are giving up shitty information, bro.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's just so dumb. CPU is a failed auction. Talking about up top. As soon as you take an order, they can see your position. They can't though. Like, they can see the orders. Like, if you have a take profit in and you have a stop loss in, but they can't tell. They can't tell where, if it's a buy order, if it's a sell order. So like let's say you buy right here, right? You put a buy order in, and you're gonna sell up here for profit, right? But your stop loss is also a sell order, a limit sell order. They can't see this shit. Someone pull up a heat map and tell me if they can see a sell order that's below price. Because it's a stop limit order that's not showing up on the book. So there's no way to see this as a stop loss. There's no way.
It's just, people are just trying to convince you guys to not use stops, so that way when the trade goes the opposite direction, you go back to them. Like, that's the only reason. They do that way when you get wrecked and you lose your money, right? When you're down and, you know, you're just not vibing, they want you to go to them for as your source of information. That's the thing about YouTube too, guys. You got to be careful with some of these content creators. Some of these guys just, they try to play the game, and the game, you know, is built by what you guys want to view. So they're just using you guys, and that's the crazy part. Like, what professional trader would not use a stop loss or try to prevent losing unnecessary amounts of capital? That's like the question.
And so, like, look, midnight, exactly. You know, like, if you talk to people that actually trade on a desk, and Midnight's actually traded on a desk before, like, it's just not, that's not real information. Like, look it up, do your own research, of course, right? Don't just believe me because I'm saying that, but, you know, just dig deep down into that supercomputer that's sitting in front of you, the end of all knowledge. You know, it doesn't. It's just, you know, I'm flabbergasted. Right.
Classic, man. Classic. Classic YouTuber move right there, you know.
Exactly. This is the concept of a stop order. Exactly. There's no way. That's why they say they don't hunt specific stops. It's just that they know that retail traders put their stops in specific spots, guys. It's just like we nail stop runs all the time in here, is because we know where retail traders are placing their stops, because that's what they do, because it's just psychology. That's what they do. They put their stops underneath B. So when we get through B, you'll see a stop run, and where will the impulse be? Try to fill these singles. It's just a simple fact, right? And if we break the top of C, we'll run the stops, and where will we try to pump up to? Our next level, right? That it's just how it works. You know, that's kind of why I'm like, you know, flabbergasted, because it's just so wrong. And that's what that's why I got into it with old Voldemort back in the day, because he was giving out shitty ass information like that as well.
Yeah, always run a stop. There's just no reason. Like,
and I'm just not I'm not into that. The people that say that they trade with no stop loss are not traders, in my opinion. They're not real traders. You know, people that trade for a living all use a stop loss. There's none that don't.
But you know, it's like, why hold on to something when it's invalidated? You know,
it works that way because that's what. Yeah, it's psychology. Because it's psychology of human nature to do things like that, Eric. Exactly.
You know, it's just like a stop loss. It's just a necessity, honestly, because, you know, when something's invalidated and it goes the other way, and your brain's like, oh, it's that's the crazy part, when your brain hits, oh, like, should I hold on to this? What should I do? Right? That's just when you should just cut it. Like, that's it. No, you're hitting. Like, think of a roadmap, and when you start thinking and making stuff on the spot, you're like diverging away from that roadmap, which is your trade plan. It's like, people just hold on to it just because somebody else said it, guys. You know, just don't do that. Just stay away from that stuff. Those guys are like poison.
Midnight, you should do that. That'd be funny.
Or like, I really hate when they say you only lose money if you sell. Like, come on now. Like, I mean, are you never not gonna sell? Like, so then technically you're losing money if it's negative, because then your intent is to sell. Like, you know, so like, what sense does that make? You can't transact with Bitcoin yet unless you're holding it forever, and then you're gonna, you know, sell in the future. But, you know, like, who knows what price Bitcoin's gonna be at in the future? It could be, you know, $12.
Right. Well, and that's the thing is, so like, especially with the way that Bitcoin is affected by the news. I mean, we were at like 41,000 one day, right? And then Elon tweeted something, and price dropped to like, you know, 35,000 that same day. And, you know, if you had a long position on without a stop, you just gave up. I mean, maybe you were long from, you know, wherever you were long from, but you just gave up all of this spot, all of this space, right? And now you're sitting here, and you know, somebody drank your milk, and you're pissed because you've got a fucking you know, stack of Oreos over here, and you know, now you got no milk, so you're fucked because you didn't use a stop loss, right? And you never eat Oreos without milk, right? That's just a sin.
Or you gotta like somehow fit your whole ass freaking hand in there to dip it towards the bottom of the freaking cup, and then you drop it, and then you're done. Then you gotta bust out the spoon. Or you try to grab it when it's in the bottom of the cup and it's just mushy and it just breaks, and you're like, yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, because it was going to be like that perfect texture, and then all of a sudden now it's
yeah, it breaks up. You're like, what the fuck, dude? I'm just trying to grab it, take the Oreo out, and it's just crumbling in there.
I see a lot of people do that. Like, they'll be in a long trade. Well, I'm telling you, this thing has a mind of its own. They'll be in a long trade, and they'll also open a short position here. But what's the point of that, right? And then they'll open another short position here. And so now they're, you know, like break even on their short trade, but their long trade is giving up space also. It just makes no sense that you don't, that's not, like, people think that that's hedging. That's not hedging. Hedging is like, if you have 10 Bitcoin, right? And you own them at, let's say, 20K, and price starts to come down, right? Price is at 40K, let's say, and price starts to come down. So what do? You short Bitcoin on the way down to protect your investment, right? Because this 10 BTC is an investment. So if you didn't want to take all of your profit off the table, you wanted to hold this Bitcoin because you believe that it's gonna go to $1 million like C130 does, right?
You already know it, bro.
You just hedge against it, right? And it might. Who knows? I don't know. I have no idea. I can't predict the future. So
I'm definitely. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, Midnight can tell us. He's a genius.
I was gonna say I'm definitely more. I look at, since learning TPO and market structure, I definitely see things like my entire mindset's like 180 degrees, like that's how it was, and then now hit that other 180 degrees and got me back to the full 360 spin. Got me recalibrated. Now I'm not worried about these like long-term moves, because the more I focus on it going wherever I want it to go, the more narrow-sided I become on the price action. And I've definitely noticed that throughout the the time that I've had as a trader. I'm not as good with the charts as Bitcoin Brad is with understanding how the TPO and how the market structure operates. But as far as, with the experience and knowledge that I have gained, it is definitely a bias whenever you start holding everything, expecting it to reach a certain price, then you just start automatically feeling like it has to reach that price. And when it doesn't, guys, you become very, that's like the decisive point, right? When you have a bias and then you have to break it, that's what makes you grow. It's like, okay, you know what? I have to break this idea. And then you just start noticing you can always like make money no matter where it goes. That's the biggest thing about this. You guys got to hit up Clockwatcher, right? She'd be saying, yeah, no, you're good. She'd be saying, right, it's good to have an investing account, right? Like a portfolio. And it's really good to have a day trading account, because if you're day trading, right, you're attempting to supplement your income, right? I mean, if you didn't need to day trade, you just wouldn't do it, right? And the purpose of day trading is to make some sort of income from it. Because if you're not, then you're losing money, and nobody wants to lose money, because that defeats the purpose of ever doing anything. That's like having the opposite of imagine working a job where all you do is lose money. Nobody wants that, right? So the best thing, guys, is to have an account to hedge against, right? But I would highly recommend, if you're trading Bitcoin and you're hedging, get something that isn't Bitcoin. Because if you're holding Bitcoin and you're trading, then there's a bias. You're going to try to go long on something, or you're going to try to go short on something, but like, in the back of your head, you're like, oh, but my portfolio, you're like, I want it to go up, this and that, just be open-minded. I just got a missed phone call. I'll scam likely. No, but yeah, guys, I mean, it's really good to rock a stop too. You want to preserve, like, try shooting for capital preservation, like try to save as much money as you can instead of, trying to make as much money as you can. Matt, like, pour yourself a bowl of cereal just to find out the kids drank all that. Yo, I know that's the worst, man. Like, you look at the cereal and you're like, should I eat it like this, or should I just pour it back in the bag? Tell me why my little brother, when he was like 8 or 9, he really ate cereal with water, man. Like, what? Midnight, the indicator will be called Aces Cipher, because it will help.
Click the money goes into my piggy bank.
Behind the indicator. Yeah, exactly. And that's the crazy part. How many people really made back their money from buying an indicator? I mean, the indicator doesn't show you risk management or none of these things that are actually what helps your portfolio grow back. And then I'm a genius, Yeah, man, dude, that's how you break the algorithm right there. Joey, that's why we tune to you guys for real trading advice. Yeah, dude, thank you so much, man. We really try to give you guys like like the ins and outs of everything, man. Even though if regardless if it's 20 viewers, 30 viewers, 40 viewers, right? We want to give you guys, the people who are watching, the real deal. We're not trying to expand, right? If other people want to come in slowly, that's fine. They're more than welcome to, right? But we've had a consistent, 80 to 100 viewers, and it's the same people. I just noticed because I see you guys in the chat. And you guys are super awesome, right? And the more you guys are participating, the more we notice that, and the more likely we may hit you up and be like, hey guys, like, you guys interested in becoming a moderator? Do you want, we can start giving you guys more trust, because we just know who you are and we've grown with you. Like, I see Progressive Martian a lot. I see Midnight. I see Crypto Chemist a lot. I see Louise a lot. Eric Smith, definitely see him a lot. Joey Spags is pretty new, but he's participating in the chat, constantly. So I'm noticing that, right, guys? We're, Alex Covert, all you guys, right? We see that. Where am I at on this chat? Oh, here it is. Caesar LMAO. Crypto chemistry on cocaine timeframes. Now stopped since my seizure, and now I'm on LSD time frame. Way better. You see shit here. Hey man, LSD and stuff like that stuff is strong. Did Midnight go to jail for stealing that boat? Bitcoin Brad is on the phone right now, guys. I'm just reading some chats. What's the cost of a market order versus limit order? Yeah, Joe, you're just gonna have to search it up. I mean, limit order is I think limit order is either nothing or like it's very little. But the market order is on Bybit for whatever reason. They charge you an arm and a leg depending on like the funding rate and stuff. How about you when you go fix your kid's cereal and realize you ate it last night when you were high? Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That 50 Cent was too loud. My bad. I'll have to mute it next time. It plays that song in my headphones when I trade. So
you gotta get like you guys gotta get something so that way whenever the trade gets executed, whenever you guys put your profit in and you get those profits, do something that makes you happy, right? I mean, if it's smashing a desk with a hammer, right? Have like, you know, that one hammer and like 40 desks ready, right? And every time you win, just grab a desk and smash it. And then that way, you know, you're earning that desk destruction, you know, like, oh yeah, I get to break the desk. Imagine. Yeah. Some people do that on stream. Like whenever they get a certain amount of subscribers, they'll break something. It's just like, oh man, what, you know, like for me, it's just like, why would you break that? But again, guys, well, you guys should treat yourself whenever you whenever you hit a trade, right? That's why Brad plays that music. It really does help out with your mindset. You know, you hear that and it's a sign of success. It's like when somebody tells you a good job at something you don't feel too confident in, right? You get that feedback. That's what you want. Not a lot of us can get that feedback by looking at the P&L. When you look at the P&L, it's always, oh, I could have made more, right? But during the moment when you win, that's what you want to cherish.
yeah, you should never be thinking about, you know, I could have made more or I should have done this. You don't want to. That's a bad mindset to live in. Could have, should have, would have, right? Didn't.
Yep,
you know?
Exactly.
So instead of living in should have, could have, would have, what you need to do is analyze. That's why I tell everyone to write everything down and understand, you know, how to manage the trade differently the next time that you trade, and, you know, just go from there.
Man, I love the chat so much because like people in there are actually like talking to each other. It's awesome. Like that's really what a chat should be. You know, it's not really so much about talking directly to the person streaming. It should be like you guys get value from the people and you exchange thoughts. Like that's the best way. Every major place always does that. Like when I went to so there's this place in the army, guys. It's called Basic Leaders Course, and they pretty much teach you to become a sergeant. Like show you how you know how things are done. Like the best way to, you know, to have like a flow of operations as a leader and to be able to take in all this at once and fully process it and come up with a solution to help people out. Like their thing, like what they do, and it's all across the army. It's just, and as an example, the instructors will talk to you and they'll have like the desks shaped as a U. So pretty much essentially everyone's facing at each other except the people that are like, you know, on the bottom of that U. They're looking left and right. But it allows you to fully exchange thoughts and opinions. And that's what they shoot for. They'll say something and they'll get people to talk and to start the conversation. And what that does is it gets you thinking. Okay, it creates an environment where you're not only is what you're saying going to be either countered by somebody or maybe agreed upon, but it puts you in a scenario where if the people in the area are very similar to how you think, if the people in the area are open to other opinions, it creates and fosters a very good environment to exchange thoughts. And I think that's what our Discord is, right? Is like our giant U-shaped table, right? It's like all these tables connected that makes a U, and you have everybody in there, and they're just exchanging thoughts. Like, hey, this is what I think about this. Hey, you know, good call out, you know, but I do see this happening. Another person on the right's like, oh, okay, I see both of your guys' side based off of XYZ. And I've never seen anything like it. It's insane. You know, like if me and Bitcoin Brad, I don't know, we're just disappeared out of the bloom, right? Like something happened to us, you know, you guys would be able to fully be you guys would be you'd be fine. Like, you know, there'd still be a little bit of missing information here and there, right? Because, you know, if something were to happen, like where he just disappeared, like let's just say gone, right? You know, he wouldn't be there, but you guys will figure it out. That's the thing about you guys. You guys are pioneers and you guys are searching for that value, and nothing is going to stop you guys. That's the thing. You guys are here getting the knowledge now, and nothing's going to stop you guys. You guys are smart, you know. When me and Brad talk, right, when we're on the phone or something, you know, like says it all the time, right? He's like, dude, like we have a great, amazing community, and I'm like, yeah, man, we do. Like that's the crazy part, is that we really, truly do. It's legitness. Where's that from? Legitness.
But yeah, guys, I think we've been on stream for about 2 hours. I think we're gonna call it here. We're in this kind of little consolidation zone. So, you know, we're looking for our 2 next best trades from here. You know, we want to see it run, want to see it pop these tops, and you know, for our targets to the upside are going to be our levels, right? This 36.7 level, and then, you know, below, you know, if we break this B and fill these singles, you know, you can target down here. I mean, you can target the top of structure, which is about 35.7, and then the middle structure 35.6. Those are the next trades that I will be looking for. I didn't make too many trades today, guys. I traded the ES, you know, a little bit. Just that last trade that you guys heard was an oil short. That's it. I mean, the markets aren't moving a lot. I missed the open on, you know, on the US session. I wasn't really paying attention. I was paying attention more to the chat, but you know, that's you know, not a bad day. Finished in the green, only made a couple of trades. So a good day. You don't need to make 1,000 trades a day, and you know, you can just make a couple bucks and then go enjoy your day, right? I got
it's like a half day at school, huh?
a football game to watch here pretty soon, or soccer if you're American. No, it's not. It's like not going to school, because school opens where I'm at, like right now.
Oh, so you just like being? It's like a snow day, huh? Like when the bus doesn't show up or something. You want
to know what's funny, guys? Is so like on my Facebook, right? I'm not very active on Facebook, but I have been posting more on Facebook, like trying to share, you know, with you know, people that I oh yeah, the England game's on at 9 o'clock. So in like 40 minutes. Post like from people that are like from like high school, or, you know, from, you know, somewhere within my past, maybe from the army, and I share, like, you know, a lot of the stuff that we do on the Discord, and, you know, try to get some people on, but they're so, you know, everyone's so reluctant, you know. So yeah. Brad's always skipping leg day. Nah, bro, I do legs. It's just cardio. You know, I don't lift. I like the deadlift. I could deadlift a lot. I just don't like doing squats, dude. Squats. I mean, and I broke my back in 2016. I had a L5-S1 bilateral pars fracture. So that compression on my spine is really not great for it. But I do a lot of legs, but it's more like box jumps. I do a lot of boxing drills, a lot of duck walks, and, you know, a lot of people that can squat a lot of weight, right? Duck walk across the mat, you know, back and forth a couple of times. You know, let me know how that feels, right?
Did that in combatives.
Yeah, it's ass. Duck walk.
Yeah, it really is. If you don't like know what you're doing, it could seriously jack up your hips.
Well, so when like back when I used to box, like for real, we would start practice with like a lot of stuff, and so like you would like start with the duck walk, and then we would start our boxing drills, and your legs like feel like jello, right? And you're sparring and shit, and so then, like, you know, you get that feeling of
like fatigue.
Squats are king, and lunges. I like lunges.
Yeah, lunges are good.
But, like, you know, your legs are so tired, so, like, you know, you're like pressing off your foot, or like twisting on your back foot, like, you know, throwing hooks and stuff, and you just like feel like weak. So
that's the worst, man.
Not a lot, crypto chemist. I'm not like super strong. I think my last time, because we did the OPAT, I think it was like 345 was the max. But I don't really go for anything. Like I just keep like the weight set that I have in my garage is just on 225 pretty much. That's what I use for everything. You know, so I'm not like I just use the same weight for everything.
Consistency is king.
Yeah.
I feel that, man. I
cross fingers and hope my pants still fit. That's funny.
One thing that would like really got me, bro, like when we would do like PT in the mornings and stuff, workout, was like me. I'm not a very strong guy. I'm more of like the way my body's built. I'm more like, you know, like running, you know, more like
that's a good idea,
like agility.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Oh no, yeah, my bad. Yeah, and like, dude, they would always like they would have a set amount of weight that we would have to lift for the PT plan, and it's just like not everyone can lift that weight. Like, you know, we had a guy, the same guy I was telling you about with the E6 that always talked about nutrition and how, like, you know, bodybuilders, this and that. So like he would try to, like, you know, get everyone to lift the same amount of weight, but it's just like not everyone is conditioned to lift that weight. Like, dude, like it was some heavy weight, man. Like for me at least, because I'm not conditioned for that. You know, I'm gonna drop the bar on my freaking neck, you know. But it's like, you know, I had an actual NCO come up to me, like tell me, he's like, hey man, yeah, like, you know, he shouldn't be giving you guys so much weight. Like if anything, should be building you guys up to like get up to that level where he's at to move on, or at least change the weights in between the workout, you know, to somebody else's weight. But he's like, what do you get out of that? You know, nothing, you know. But with the right amount of weight, the proper schedule, the proper time, proper nutrition, you're chilling.
Alex said, damn, curling 2 plates. I don't do curls. Oh. That's a waste of time for me.
Dude, that sounds painful, man. Like
I do a lot of bench press, a lot of deadlifts, a lot of pull-ups, a lot of
nice
core workouts, and then boxing workouts. And then I have a row machine and a exercise bike that I use a lot too. You know, those are I don't do like tricep pull downs or curls or, you know, buys for the guys, like they say. I don't need any of that shit, right? I just like to keep a really strong back and a really strong core, and that's pretty much it. And then the other stuff, like, I don't need that shit. Yeah, I fucking hate running too. It's the worst. It's dumb, right? That's why I learned how to fight, so I never have to run from shit. Rather just get my ass beat than run away. Fuck it. Not worth it. That's how lazy I am.
You know, you like that, man?
Like, fuck it, I'll just take an ass whipping.
No need to run at that point, though. You know, if your whole goal is to, you know, whoop some ass.
I can lift 2 glider planes in one hand. C-130s on that shake weight. Yeah, that shit's hard to hold on to, bro.
I mean, guys,
spit lotion in your eyes.
Hey guys, I mean, since you guys brought it up, right? Last stream, had to go buy me some. They're pretty effective, you know. Just gotta grab it and just let it do its thing.
Let's see if we fill these singles right here.
All the same ones from last time.
Yeah, it keeps trying to, but you know, I should have thrown, or I should have sold all of my gym equipment. I have like the full gym set up in the garage, like the rack and all the weights and everything. And then when COVID happened, all that, you know, the price went up. But I was just like, fuck, I don't want to sell it because I use it, so I just didn't sell it. But I should have sold it and then just bought it later. When I got out of the army, I swore I would never shave or run again. Now my beard covers my double chin. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I'm trying to grow whatever facial hair I can, man. And it's nice. It feels relaxing, you know. You get to live in your own skin.
Fuck core, wrecks your V shape. I never had a V shape. I'm built like a door, bro. Like I'm built like a fridge. Like I have wide shoulders, wide body. I'm only 5'7", but I weigh 185, 190 pounds. Like, you know, it used to work great because I have a low center of gravity. When I would play hockey, I'll fucking put people down, right?
Give them the work.
You know, but it's just, I mean, when you have a low center of gravity, you hit these people and they just go down. So core is important. Yeah. Well, so when I injured my back, right, what happened was there was a disconnection of my abdominal muscles. And so I had to focus on core so much in order to get the pain in my back to subside. Right, it's not fully gone. I still have like what I call lockups issues, like where I'll have like an impingement, and stuff like that. But I just have to work like that. Brad, the door. See, I can only show you the door. You have to walk through it, right? Yeah, Long and Short's got that beard. I haven't seen Luis's beard, but Long and Short's beard is like fucking, down to his belly button. That shit's no joke. I don't even think I could grow a beard if I tried, to be honest. Oh yeah, cryptocurrency. I seen your thing. You're pretty fit. But you're a hard worker, bro, and you never sleep. So for me, I just I'm too lazy to be like that in shape, right? Is that putting in a poor low? You're talking about like right here? Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this low, right? It's I mean, it just seems like it wants to go down, but every time it gets down there, buyers kind of scoop it up, right? It's very it's a very small spot now. One of the spots that I'm really looking for, I mean, that could be a nice short trade, right? So let's say if we get down here, you can try it like on the break of D, right? Put your stop loss up here above the POC, and then try to trade like back into the structure somewhere. The one short trade that I'm still looking for is down here, because we have all of these stops basically lined up, right? And then there's single prints, I believe, still down here, right here. Yep, we have these singles down here to this level here. And this is another thing too, guys. So it shows single prints all the way down to here. This is where the single prints actually stop. London CME overtime session. This is where they actually stop. It's 33.569. So if you're shorting, right? Let's say you short the bottom of K and it gets to here and it bounces up, and you're like, well, what the fuck? Why don't we fill these singles? That's why. Because you're not on the 24-hour session.
Every kiss begins with K.
Okay. Yeah, I could look at 88 real quick.
I said, bruh. Hit him with that meme.
Yeah, so 88 has these single prints to the upside, looks like. Way above the VWAP too. That nice run up. No, not really any deep pullbacks besides this J period, but other than that, looks like it would have been a nice easy ride up.
Zero heat.
Go hard or go home. That's right. Exactly. Cryptocurrency. That's what I tell my kids. I'm like, if you wouldn't be doing this half-ass and just do it right the first time, I wouldn't be on your case telling you why you did it wrong. Ramon thinks I'm too hard on my kids.
It's just, guys, he's just in the background always going in, like.
I'm giving them life lessons, guys.
Now that is true though.
Like, I'm teaching them about like the future. My kids are 9 and 7, but like, I'm like, listen, when you get older in life, taking a fit just because you don't get your way, that shit's not gonna work for you. All it is just gonna get you fired from your job, right?
Well, dude, I mean, you it's smart too. You talk to your kids just like regular people. Like you don't really like worry about the age too much. You just kind of just tell them how it is, and like you talk to them like a legitimate adult. That way I think it's good, because when they grow up, they're not gonna be shook by how the world is. They're not gonna be, it's like, oh, my dad was Brad. It's like, what, you know, what's out here that I don't already expect, you know?
Right. My kids are going to be the people that are telling these other kids, like,
Yeah, exactly.
what are you bitching about?
Exactly, dude. That's like how people need to, because people that mean, you know, they have like kids and stuff, they'll have them go to school, but they won't like teach them reality. And like that's one thing for me, you know, like one thing I've always like, I was always a super nice kid, you know, la la, and then went to school and like, dang, people are assholes, man, you know?
Yeah, and that's what I'm preparing my kids for.
Yeah.
Is like, you know, the world is not an easy place to just get on, and if you just give them all their shit, then, you know, what's funny is like, my son's like, can I get my driver's license when I'm 16? I'm like, sure. I was like, but I don't know where you're gonna drive. He's like, I'll borrow your car. I'm like, bullshit.
I'm telling you how it is, bro. He's just telling, he's just telling you the news, man, giving you a courtesy call. Say, yeah, I'm gonna borrow your car. You be all right.
Yeah, a lot of people hate on me because I don't let my kids play video games, right? But the thing is like, you know, I go to like a sandwich shop here called Togo's in California, and I see this mom with her 2 kids, and they're older than my kids, probably about like 13, maybe 10, and both these kids are like they're carrying iPads, like these iPads with headphones on, and they're sitting down together eating sandwich, and like the mom is on her phone and the 2 kids are on their iPads, and they all have headphones in, so like it's like they're not even there together. And so like, you know, because my kids want to play video games bad, you know, I play video games, but when I was a kid I didn't play video games. We didn't have video games. I mean, there was video games, we just didn't have one. And you know, my mom, she would be like, you know, go outside. You know, she'd be like, open the back slider door and be like, goodbye. Like, go.
Well, I noticed your kids are very active outside, man. Like from people that I know that have kids that are, you know, similar to your kids' age, like their kids are never really out. Like your kids are super active, dude. Like that's like coming from like an outsider's perspective. Like,
oh yeah, we're
super
always
healthy.
doing something.
Yeah, man, that's super healthy, bro. And you're very present in their lives and stuff. Like that's really good. Like for me, my dad or my mom, they were never really present in my life, and like it's not that it jacked me up. It's just that you don't have a frame of reference of what like a true childhood experience is, and that's just like growing up, being with your family and stuff, you know.
Oh yeah. Well, and like I like, you know, anytime my kids are like, oh, let's play this, you know, I'm always like, yeah, let's do it. Like, but I don't, you know, I don't take it easy. I'm out here fucking, you know, swatting shots, you know, dunking awesome. The ball on my son. Like, you know, there's no easy buckets out here. I didn't beat my dad at basketball until I was 17 years old because he used to just fucking shit on me all the time. You know, so, and that's gonna teach you things. Is like, if you want to win at shit, you need to practice, right?
You gotta grind.
You can't just be good at stuff. Yeah, reading is key. So when I was a kid, actually, one of my uncles used to pay us for Christmas. He would buy us a book, right? And he started this tradition one Christmas. And it's great, and I'm doing it with my nephews now, where he would buy us a book, and then when we finished reading it, we would call him, and it was all books that he's read. We'd call him and like talk to him about the book, right? And, you know, say what we thought, and just have a conversation with us. And then he would pay us money for it, pay us like $20 to read the book, right? Some of the cousins, you know, they didn't read shit. Oh, there's that stop release. Oh, this is on ADA, so I wonder if Bitcoin's gonna jump down.
Oh, she's close on the good old BTC.
But like when you know, when he would buy me books and stuff, I would just read all that shit. Why not? Free money, and and you get to read books too. So,
dude, money is like one of the strongest things that, if used for the right reasons, it could be very powerful. I think, dude, this is gonna sound weird, but I think like the way reality is structured, the life that we live in, because nobody truly knows what this is. It's just an experience, you know, through your own perception of what you deem it to be. But I think money is honestly like, if this is a simulation or something, whatever it may be, money is literally like the main role of like how our society functions, and it's almost hard to not to believe that, you know, it's just that, you know, it's hard to believe that money is literally true human nature in its purest form, and it's, you know, it's greed, it's everything negative that comes with it. And like, I just think that it's such a powerful thing, man, that has existed for all of time that we are able to harness. It's crazy, guys. Like having an idea on what you define as money and wealth, like if for me, you know, in my opinion, is a big thing. Having a predisposed notion of what your goal is, because if your goal is to make money, that's fine and all, but like, what is money to you? You know, some people could say, yeah, you know, I want to make money to do X, Y, Z, but like, what is that? What is it the ability to have freedom? You know, is it the ability? You know, you just kind of want to have that in your head. Like for me, I have like a crazy view on money, crazy view.
Yeah, and that's the whole point of this TTV thing, right? Is to give you guys that time to value, is to give you guys the ability to learn how to trade, to get on the computer for a couple of hours a day, make your daily goal, and then call it a day, right? So if you're if you're starting out, right, and your daily goal is, oh, this looks like a good spot. Let's see.
And if you guys are like having like a negative mindset sometimes, like let's say you make $30 in a trade after fees, right? So you make $30 in a trade and you were in that trade for like 15-20 minutes. Let's just say the price popped up, you got a good stop release, you know, and it hit your take profit one, you snagged a quick, you know, quick buck, and you know, or let's just say it didn't hit TP1, but it was like, you know, coming back, and you took profits, right? The thing is like, even if it's $30, like in the US, like look at wherever you live, compare the minimum wage. You literally made a minimum wage, an hourly minimum wage amount in like 15, 20, 30 minutes. Like that's like the mind shift that like people should have. If you're making, you know, if you're making however much you make a minimum wage an hour while trading, you're essentially doing what you do, but for less work. You're doing it for the same amount of time, but you're doing less work. And like, if you think about it that way, you see it way differently. You don't care about hitting these $1,000 moves, these $500 moves. You know, once you're able to supplement what you're already making with less effort and less time, right? Not that it's not always going to be less effort, but you know, with more ease, conscious of what you're doing, it's, you know, how these, you know, how Brad says, how Puerto Ricans speaking Spanish, like presto, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just perfect. Works out. It's a perfect balance.
Yeah, me too, crypto chemist.
Oh, are you talking about the with the kids? Like,
no, I just say drop the short. I got short right here as well.
Oh, nice. Beautiful. Yeah, I started noticing a lot of weakness as we were. There's no way these guys that were in these
My
trades.
entry was 36119.
Oh, nice. Beautiful.
Let's see if we can fill these singles. There they are.
Ooh,
and you know, almost down to our level.
Ooh,
you see that stop run?
See that freaking that buying?
Yeah, we had responsive buying down there, that's for sure. But let's just see if they hold the impulse.
Ooh. It's a lot of reactive buying. It's like all those orders just ready to just try to nail the bottom, you know, or people adding to their positions. It's just like, man, you got to make sure you're actually.
Yeah, I mean, this is a fade trade, right? So you have to be careful on a fade trade. You have to understand. CryptoChem is always fucking beating me. I swear to God. Damn, Andy, you got a nice fill. Damn, all the way up there. Jesus. You know, it's a fade trade, so let's see if they're gonna, you know, buy this up right here, if we even get down there, right? See if they're gonna get that support down there. Three, 6, 7. Did you mean 36167? 367 is like up there somewhere. Nice short was coding, didn't catch that. Need to unplug from the matrix a little bit there, Trinity, and up 4%. Yeah, mine's at 3.2. Crypto, what lev did you go that 21 Vegas lev? I know you're talking about that earlier. Andy all the way up.
That was a good song.
Yeah, so we want to see, we want to see it try to hold this impulse area. That's where I'd like to see it. We have these people, like 16 million got short right here. So you want to see it. You want to see them come back in. 6% taking some profit. Nice, nice, nice. But yeah, I think 8x, nice. I think that's a good spot to wrap it up. Like I said on the we talked about the upside. We can get above this level. We should see some room, so you can it would be a decent spot to try it. Wait till it breaks out above, right? And then so like if it were to come up here, try it here. If it doesn't take these stops, that's your sign to close it. Your exit can be below the value area high as it rides up, and above this there's some space up there. And then I'm still looking for this breakdown trade. So just it's a ways away, right? It's way down here, but just know that it's there. So set some alerts to make sure that you are paying attention, because if we get like a bunch of rotations and shit and get all the way down there, it's going to be a good trade down there too. So can you add delta numbers on Go charts? I'm not sure. Ask Chappie's Crypto. He would know.
Chappie's Crypto is the chart man when it comes to like the interface, guys. Check out his YouTube. Super amazing community member. And we don't we're not out here. We're not out here for the clout, right, guys? Like, I mean, you guys are part of our community, okay? So if you guys have like a YouTube, right, like Chappie's does, he's just trying to provide value and not trying to like, go out there for the clout either, right? It's like a mutual thing where we're both just out here to provide content, and it becomes a very self-fulfilling feedback loop for the community mainly, because the stuff that we put on here and the stuff that Chappie's puts on there, it's not just cause, and it's not bad information, It's just what it is, It's hard to see things for what they are because you should never really see reality for what it is. Once you take that red pill, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of information in that Go chart.
Oh yeah, I learn stuff from you guys all the time too. I learn stuff from our community members all the time.
Yeah, this one's not looking great. Hopefully you took some profit out of there.
Oh, talking about the fade trade.
Yeah. So like on a fade trade, guys, you guys are just looking for this. I mean, we moved down. My entry was like 19. Was like right here. Like just just about 100 points. But that's the thing about these fade trades or these scalps. It's tough because if you're using low lev, you're gonna make zero because of the fees. So that's why I say if you're trying to scalp trade and you have a small account, it's a little bit more difficult. And you close 5% profit. Nice.
That's a good amount. Oh
yeah, awesome, man. Glad to hear it.
It's a big percentage.
Spend the rest of the day psychology trading. Yeah, check out some of those books if you haven't read those books. Yeah, it's definitely like Trading in the Zone, Psycho-Cybernetics. We talked about some Jordan Peterson the other day. All good reads. Oil is filling some singles finally to the downside. But yeah, you guys have a wonderful day. Make sure you are managing that risk and sticking to your trade plan. And I will see you guys in the Discord. I'll be a bit distracted from like 9 till the game is over because I'm gonna watch this England game. Yeah, you guys have a good day.